Welcome to another tour video of one of my cars. I noticed there's actually a lot of content of the SD1 I have on the channel, but not a lot of the 827 I have. So it's about time. Here is my 1989 Rover 827 Vitesse automatic. A little bit of history of the car. It was sold new in Switzerland in 1989, as said. And after about 20 years it was for sale at a used car dealership in Germany with very low mileage. I think it was about, it had about 70,000 kilometers on the clock, and now it's just about 130. So I own this car quite some time now, but actually it's the first ever car I bought after my driver's license. 2 weeks after I had my driver's license, I bought this car. That's not a bad way to start, I think. But yeah, it was already in lovely condition, so a lot of credit to the previous owner. He took great care of it, and you can see. Originally this car was Pulsar silver, and it has been resprayed by the previous owner to gunmetal grey, and I think it really looks nice with the sharp body lines. It really suits the car. People who know about cars, this is the one with the Honda V6. The Rover 800 came with 2.5 Honda V6 in 1986 as a saloon, but when they introduced the fastback, they also introduced the new, or revised engine I should say, the 2.7 V6. I'll show you it. Here we are with the mouth open, the Japanese V6. In the SD1 there's the American V8, or the Buick engine, and this is rather different. It's a front wheel drive setup, as you can see, 90-degree V6, and well, it's a great engine. I do love the Rover V8, don't get me wrong, but this is really an upgrade, especially with the automatic transmission. I believe it's the first 4-gear automatic transmission with lockup. That's what I read about it, but it's an amazing powertrain, the combination. Even today you can really say this car is pretty fast. You know, it has a lot of torque low down, and it's just a great engine. We use this car to go on holiday through Germany or to Switzerland, and it's really still a great continent eater. And yeah, it doesn't matter with a hobby car, but the gas mileage is or the gas consumption is pretty good for such a big engine. So yeah, the only things that I did to the mechanics are maintenance, you know, timing belt every 5 to 6 years. And the more eagle-eyed viewer will see that this is not the original coolant tank. The original tanks, they deteriorate quite badly, so I don't like that. You know, it has to be in top order. So I installed a Volvo tank, but that works pretty good, and those tanks are available and dirt cheap. So an easy fix. You do have to make a small mounting bracket, but it's a little bit of MacGyvering and you'll be fine. Of course, a new battery. You have to have a Lucas, of course. It's the best. I made some stickers to make it look original. The original ones, they looked bad, so I didn't like that. So it's a nice clean engine bay. I do have to clean it again this year, but still, it's a very clean engine bay and a very good engine. You know, Honda deserves a lot of credit for this. It's even today it's an amazing engine. A nice burble of the V6. These engines sounds very smooth, and if you build up the revs, it gives a very nice noise, as you can hear from the review of Hubnut that Hubnut did of this car. It's a beguiling noise. It's a very nice V6 sound. Honda are very good at that. So it's I think the best engine for this car. Although the 2-liter models, they do pack a punch as well, and those 2 liters today are very rare, but the V6, yeah, it is something special. The things I did to the car cosmetically, the roof was repainted, because as a lot of cars of that era, this edge was rusty. But my colleague, thanks again mate if you're looking, he helped out. He glued in with the structural car glue a new piece of metal, and another colleague painted the entire roof with great results. So that's all rust free and nice. And now I just waxed it and keep it clean, and that's all in good nick now. There was a small bit of rust at the rear door. I believe it was there. I removed it, welded it, and another colleague painted it. Thanks again, guys. It still looks great. But yeah, you've got to expect it. You know, I use this car. It's definitely not a daily driver, but yeah, we use it. So sometimes, if you cannot avoid it, it drives through rain. So yeah, you can have some rust. What I also did was repainted the wheels with the help of colleagues. Thanks again. they look great. These are called turbine alloys, and I was told at a English car meet that they are not to the turbine heritage of Rover. I don't know that to be true or factual, but I don't know. It's a cool story. Another thing I did, I had a custom made stainless steel rear silencer and pipe, so the car has a little bit more a throaty sound to it. It was very quiet when I bought it, and I think a Vitesse can make some noise. What else did I do? Oh yeah, the bonnet was resprayed because I had a bad stone chip on the front. So yeah, removed the dent, put in a little bit of filler, and then it was resprayed, so that's all nice. The scuttle panel is also a typical part of the Rover 800 that can rust. This is the original one. I removed it. It looked fine, but I gave it some proper coverage with paint and 2K clear coat to finish it off. So that's all good now. A lot of work has actually gone into the interior of the car. I shall open the other side as well. So let me show you the inside of this Rover 800. Quite a lot has been done actually to this interior. Just freshening it up, normal things. The headliner, same as my SD1, it was really hanging and looking bad, and now I hope it's focusing right. Yes, now it's looking nice again. The center console wood turned, this part right here, this turned out too light when I bought it, so it mismatched with the other wood panels. So what my colleagues did and me, I sourced a new panel from England, and we painted it. So that one we painted and that one we painted, so it looks very sharp again, I think. The driver's seat was reupholstered. The center was, yeah, it was all gone. So new foam, new real leather, and that looks mighty sharp again. I fitted another steering wheel. The original wheel was, the leather was just cracked. I tried to use leather filler, but it didn't. I couldn't make it work. But a friend of mine managed to see this steering wheel in good condition. So I sanded it, repainted it, and now that's all in good condition now. Looks pretty good. I had these mats made. They're a bit dirty, I'm sorry. Rover Vitesse, as you can see. I had these tailored for the car. They do look. They really set off the interior. I think they look pretty sharp. And also in the rear. Yeah, I think that's really a nice detail. When I bought the car, there were some green mats in it, dark green. They didn't fit it, so I really decided to have some proper ones in it. It's a very luxurious ambience. You know, if people who don't know about cars get in this one, also the SD1 by the way, they always say, wow, that's a luxurious car, even though for today's standards this is not a highly equipped car. But yeah, it's a very, very comfy place to be. It's a very nice interior.